Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another podcast of The Bald and the Beautiful.
I was supposed to say the bald.
Well, look, I thought you was, doing your thing over there. Anyway, tonight's topic is going to be on the 5 love languages. We're going to be giving you guys our take on the 5 love languages and how we have come to overcome dealing with somebody with the opposite love language. If you guys want to take the test after you watch the video, it's online. All you have to do is Google the 5 love languages. I believe the author of the book is Chapman. Phenomenal book. You should read it. I think it'll help a lot, especially when dealing with somebody who may not be as open as you are or whatever. It's great.
Cool. So, y'all ready to get started? All right, let's go.
In the book, they break down the 5 love languages into 5 languages. And they are physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time, words of affirmation, and receiving gifts? Did I say receiving gifts?
Physical touch, quality time, acts of service, words of confirmation, receiving gifts.
Right.
Opposite. I remember stuff she don't.
It works. Anyway, so I'll let him start off with what his top 5 are. His top love languages from top to bottom.
All right, here we go. My top 5 from top to bottom, according to this. Receiving gifts, according to the test, is my number 1 love language. It says I like gifts. Can you blame me?
This dude want me to spend my money on him all the time.
Spend it. Words of affirmation, my number 2 love language. It says that I like to be told thank you and I appreciate it and I'm proud of you and all that other type stuff. Acts of service, number 3, self-explanatory. Act like you want to give me service. Quality time is number 4, self-explanatory, and it says my last one is physical touch. That means don't touch me unless I want you to. She's a cuddler, I'm not.
Anyway.
Okay.
Moving on. So, with that being said, we'll go over mine. So, from top to bottom, mine are, come on, somebody take a wild guess. Tell me what it is.
Get on my nerves.
Words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, wash them dishes, physical touch,
dishwasher,
and receiving gifts. So, as you can see, we're like opposites, except for the words of affirmation thing. We're pretty much opposite when it comes to that. So
we'll go ahead and expound on that a little bit right here.
As you can see or hear, or even imagine, that was kind of a problem for us early on in our relationship, having opposite love languages. With that being said,
I feel like I'm too close right now, like trying to be opposite.
You don't want to touch me?
No. That's my number 5. Don't touch me. We talked about that.
Remember that. Remember you don't want to be touched. Y'all, I'm taking notes. So with that being said...
You taking notes or applications?
Wait. First of all, let's rewind back. Do you feel that was an accurate test? Like, were the results accurate for you?
I don't know. I guess so.
You don't know yourself? You don't know what you like?
Yeah, but the test is kind of tricky. It's different versions. It can give you different readings. But I guess for the most part, it's pretty accurate.
So you think you feel most love when you're receiving gifts?
According to that, yes, I guess so.
Gold digger.
Let me tell y'all something. I don't require much. Like seriously, like I don't require much at all. I just want my drums. I want my musical equipment. I just want to go to pawn shops, stuff like that. Just leave me alone.
Then what you in a relationship for?
Relations.
Make me sick. Make me sick. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I think mine is a pretty accurate depiction of me. And then when you take other versions of the test, like I've taken one that said affection. They word it differently. Affection is my number 1 love language. And indeed it is. I'm very affectionate. If you know us, then you know we are complete opposites when it comes to that.
It'd be hot and she be trying to cuddle. Summertime. 199 degrees, and here she go on my back.
because he likes to be the little spoon. I'm glad he finally admitted it.
No, I
yes,
do.
you do. Yes, you do. You just said I'd be on your back. Why am I on his back? Because he likes to be the little spoon.
I don't like to be the little spoon.
Yes,
She makes me be the little spoon.
Yes, you do.
Okay, let's get off. We're off subject now. Sorry, y'all. I'm not the little
anyway,
spoon.
back to what I was saying. So as you can imagine, early on in our relationship, that posed a problem. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It posed a problem. Because if you and your partner have different love languages and you're expressing your love to your partner in the way that you receive it, because that's what we tend to do. We tend to love our partner in the way that we want to be loved. I'm always all over him, lovey-dovey, touching him. He's always buying me stuff because that's the way that we feel loved. So early on, you know, and I think maturity had a lot to do with it.
Immaturity to a certain extent.
Yeah, lack of maturity is what I was getting at. That had a lot to do with it. I would feel like he didn't love me, but like my love.
I don't want to be loved. I don't want to be loved. Is that the words?
My love bank.
Is that the words?
My love bank was on E because I wasn't receiving love the way that I wanted to receive it or the way that I feel loved. So it posed a problem because he felt like, or tell them how you felt. I'm not going to tell them how you felt.
I felt like she smothered me. Like I told you guys in the first episode, I felt smothered. Like this is too much love for one person to give somebody else. And it's just like somebody had a pillow over my face and smothered me with love. I mean, I grew up in an affectionate home. I mean, I'm the only boy. I have 2 older sisters, you know, single mom. So, you know, even though I always pretty much ran the streets, I grew up in a loving home, but I don't require you to tell me you love me every single day or to be kissing me and hugging me and holding me and, you know, all that type of stuff.
Well, I was more so saying, how did it feel like when I would come to you and tell you, like, my love bank is low, I'm not feeling loved, and you were loving me to the best of your ability?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
Yeah, so sometimes you can think you're loving somebody to the best of your ability without really taking into consideration how they want to be loved, per their love language. And you think you're doing your best, but at the end of the day, it's really not. It's doing more for you in your mind than it is for them in all actuality.
But did that make you feel unappreciated, or?
Yeah, at times it makes you feel like, dog, I'm giving you all I have, and then you like just telling me that's not good enough. And it's like, how so when it's the best I have?
Right.
That's why it's important to know your partner. And although that book sat on the back of the toilet for months, yeah.
So yeah, the book sat on the back of the toilet for months, and he probably still hasn't read the book.
It's been years, and I have not read the book.
Look, listen, y'all. I am a huge advocate for counseling. So one of our homework assignments was for us to read the book.
And I didn't read the book.
Counseling only works if you do what you told, y'all.
It's probably still at our old house in Fayetteville.
No, it's here.
On the back of the toilet.
It's here. Don't worry. I'll put it back on the toilet for you so you can read it.
I took the test, so I know what the book is about already. It's about affirmation.
No.
Acts of service.
That is not what the book is about.
Buying me stuff.
No.
And not touching me.
That is not what the book is about.
That's what the book is about.
The book is about how your partner feels when their love language is one thing.
Right.
And yours is something else. Anyway, so that's how he felt. He felt unappreciated and like he was doing his best and I just was being ungrateful. But on my end, my love bank was low because that's not how I receive love. You buying me stuff, it's nice, but that ain't gonna do it for me. I need more. Give me more. Give me more. So, you know, I had attitude. I was walking around with attitude.
All the time.
Yeah, because I wasn't getting what I needed.
All the time.
Like, that's a need. It's not a want. So I think with some growth and him learning me and, you know, looking outside the box and saying, hey, okay, this is what she requires. And like he said, he doesn't require much. He really doesn't. First of all, I ain't even going to tell y'all what he required.
Uninterrupted bathroom time.
None of y'all business.
Hold on. All I require, like most men, I can speak for 99.9% of the men in the world. All I require is when I get home from work, let me sit on the toilet for an hour and a half.
As long as I get the same thing.
Let my legs go numb. Let me get up and let me just fall. Let me crawl around.
As long as I can get the same thing.
That's all I want. Yeah, what do I be in there doing? Facebook, you know, Instagram, ESPN.
Anyway, guys, back to what we were talking about.
See how she just cut me off?
Back to what we were talking about. So with growth.
That physical touch you think you need? Cool.
No, words of affirmation was number one. But okay. Anyway, see how you don't listen? Anyway, back to what I was saying. You know, I had attitude. I was unhappy because I wasn't getting what I needed. So I think with a lot of growth and maturing on my part and his, I had to learn that, you know, just because he's not loving me the way that I receive love does not mean that he's not loving me to the best of his ability. So it's a give and take thing, right? Like, you can't be stagnant and be unwilling to love your partner in the way that they feel love, but at the same time, you have to be willing to say, okay, hey, I realize my partner's doing the best that they can do, or they think that they can do, or they love me the way that they like to be loved. Like, you have to take a step back and look at those things, and then, like, I think that kind of eased some of the tension, don't you think?
Yeah. Once you learn your partner, you learn what they want, what they don't want, then you know how to get on their nerves. No, seriously. Then you know what to do to love them in the way they want to be loved. My wife, she's a hugger, kisser, all that type stuff. I'm really not, so, you know, I do it to please her. I just stand there like this. Then I say, "Are you done yet?" And then she says, "No."
And then I do this.
And then I say, "Are you done yet?" And then she said, "No." Then at that point, I just run away.
Indeed, y'all. Your lips are soft. All right, y'all. So with that being said, you know, we don't want to drag the video out any longer than what it has to be or what it needs to be. Just be patient and be willing to learn yourself and your partner, and be open-minded to the fact that y'all may not be the same person. You're probably opposites, because opposites attract. I mean, of course you have some similarities, right? But, you know, you just have to be open-minded to knowing, okay, just because this makes me feel good doesn't mean it makes my partner feel good. And if you're the opposite on that spectrum, you have to know, hey, my partner may be doing the best that the best that they can, and I need to be open-minded to that.
Right. So, like she said, just know your partner. Understand that they are different from you in so many different ways.
And that's not a bad thing.
No, and sometimes you don't know until something comes up. So embrace your differences, because at the end of the day, your differences are what brought you together in the first place.
Yeah, and it can bring a lot of balance and stability to your relationship. We're opposite, but it's important and vital for our relationship, because somebody has to balance the other person out.
Right. So where I'm weak, she's strong, and then, you know, opposite of that. And that's, I know it's cliche, but that's really what it is. You know, if we on the phone with Verizon Wireless or a bill collector, and she be on the phone like, yeah, okay, I'll hold on. I'll be like, give me the doggone phone. Hello, who I need to talk to? I need 2 months free.
Anyway,
that's me.
Back to the topic.
So, but that's where we pick up at.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then as a result of that, I feel like our child is very well rounded. He will be. He has a mommy. Well, Melvin's super affectionate with him, but he.
Yeah, you know, I don't.
Mommy's super affectionate. Daddy chill. We balance him out. He gonna be good.
Yep. We just get them together.
So we just want to thank y'all for watching, for tuning in. Those of you who've watched consistently, thank you so much.
The Ghost Watchers, thank you guys too. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
We're up to 50 followers on YouTube now. That's not a big deal to you guys, but it's always good to us when we have people new following. We don't know who's all following, because sometimes people's profiles are private. But look for us. The Bald and Beautiful 2011. Every word has a capital letter.
First letter of every word is
First
capital.
letter of every word. If you look for me on Facebook, is Mel_Junior85. Hers is.
I don't know mine.
IG.
Oh, Instagram. I thought you said Facebook. Simply Gorgeous. Simply is spelled with 2 E's. Simply_gorgeous.
Right. Facebook is
it'll
Melvin.
Be down in the description. Sorry.
Right. Facebook is Melvin Deshaun McQuarter Jr., aka the Bald. You know, again, we appreciate you guys. You guys have been a huge support. Those who have subscribed,
thank you so much.
And those who have not, you know, we know you guys are still watching, and we appreciate that. So anybody can do what we're doing right now. We're just doing this because we feel like we can help somebody. Even if it's one person, like I always say, we've done our job. So until next time, the Bald
and the Beautiful,
and we out.